And good afternoon. Chuck saying he likes that. Yeah, we made that up, many months ago, the little whistle, and it's time to wet it this afternoon. How are you?
I whistle that all afternoon
Do
and
you?
evening.
After you hear it?
Yeah.
Everybody,
It's kinda nice.
If you're new to Wet Your Whistle Wednesday, you can whistle and whistle and whistle. And we are always interested in what do you use to wet your whistle. We do a little wine here at Defiance Ridge Vineyards, and we're going to congratulate them. I said it on the show live this morning. They have accolade after accolade after accolade that they just got. So first of all, congratulations.
Well, congratulations to everybody. Murph, number one. And secondly, just for everybody that's involved that helps us in our whole wine making and wine endeavor. It's growing every year, and we're making a pretty good statement out there. So,
well, I'm proud of you, and it was nice to see Murph, by the way, when I walked in. For those of you who don't know, the winemaker extraordinaire, Murph, you got to come see him. You actually have shirts that have Murph on it.
Yeah, we can't keep him in stock,
That's how popular he is.
He begged me not to do that years ago, and I finally talked him into it. I wasn't going to do it without his permission.
He is so awesome. He's so humble. By the way, if you've never been here, Defiance Ridge Vineyards in the Defiance, Missouri area, would love for you to come and just enjoy the beauty that is Defiance Ridge. I know a lot of you just started to introduce yourself to them, and you have given them rave reviews, which I always pass along to him. They've talked about loving the food, loving the wine, and just enjoying some great music. And maybe you go out onto the patio or down by the gazebo. Maybe you hang out by the vineyards. Whatever you do, the nice thing is, Chuck, that the weather is cooperating with us. It's not so oppressive.
Oh, it's been really nice the last couple of days. I mean, from after the storms came through yesterday. Last night was really nice, and we're supposed to have a great weekend. So that's good by me.
Absolutely.
By me.
Well, yeah. This is when people start going, oh yeah, this will be nice. It's in the 70s, 80s. Yeah. Well, we can't beat this. Mid 80s, low to mid 80s, actually. If you haven't looked at the forecast, yeah, it's going to be enjoyable. So, did you have any flooding problems out here?
Just a little bit here on premise from runoff, but nothing seriously.
Boy,
seriously.
Did you see
I know
Nashville?
Highway F and into New Melly was a lot of stuff, and Marthasville was tough.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling him we had like a tornado warning right by us about 10, 15 minutes from where we are. And I know some of you had crazy amount. Nashville, Illinois, there were people literally swimming across the road. There was this one guy that was captured. He had his car broken down and so much water in the middle area. He swam across the road just to try to get some help.
I heard 4 or 5 inches an hour.
Yes.
In some places.
Yeah, there was some that had like 36 inches because again, the water's all cresting now. So I hope none of you are dealing with anything severe, but if you are, our thoughts and prayers, of course, going out to you. We like to have a little fun, right? We do our stories in the morning, and then in the afternoon, we do our Wet Your Whistle, and here we do wine. We're going to feature, you mentioned the Traminette. So this is Katie Traminette.
Yeah, Traminette just over the past week won the best dry white in the state of Missouri.
Woohoo! Congratulations.
And what's even more fantastic, I was told it was the first Traminette that's ever won that award. Ever in the Missouri Governor's Cup. So what they do, they have several different dry whites, reds, and different levels of competition, and whatever wine wins the best, they call it the best of class. They go up for the Governor's Cup.
Oh, so where does this take place?
It's in Jeff City. I'm sorry, it's in Columbia.
In Columbia?
In Columbia. They do it every year. And some people, Glenn Bargier is involved, has been for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And, they have, I think, 2 master sommeliers and some other people in the state. Every year they bring in a guest from the industry. I was able to do it 10 years ago.
Okay.
I hope to be able to do it again someday. It
yes.
was a great. Kat Neville's involved. Kat's been involved for a long time also. So you got folks that really know what they're doing, and they have like 250 wines to judge. And normally when you get 34 gold medal winners out of the whole thing, is that means they're serious about giving gold medals to really good wines.
Absolutely.
And I mean, we entered 19 wines. We've got 19 medals this year.
19 out of 19, folks. I mean, that's a good record.
3 golds and 13 silvers.
Wow.
And we had 5 different Nortons. They all won silver.
Very cool.
Now our big goal for the next 3 or 4 years is hopefully plant a little Norton on the premise so we can control it and because I think we can make a really good Norton. I think we make a good Norton, but I think when you're in control of the whole shoot match, it makes it a lot better.
Where's your Norton's been so far?
Last year it came from, or the last 2 years is from St. Charles County.
Oh, okay.
Before that, it was southwest here, about an hour and a half.
So the grapes that you have here on premise, what are they?
They are Vignoles.
Okay.
And Vignoles, again, is we sell out of it every year.
Yes, you do.
Normally we get a gold medal in Vignoles. This year we got a silver, and I'm not too disappointed because last year was a challenging year with all the rain we had during veraison when the grapes start to ripen. But this year, the Traminette was we bought the grapes from St. James.
From St. James,
yep,
really?
And we brought them in, crushed them, and made an incredible wine. We made Traminette from them, bought it 3 years ago, and this just was a great wine. I knew it would do well just because it's light. It's the state grape of Indiana.
Okay.
It's a blend or a cross between
I was going to ask, what's it a blend of?
Gewürztraminer and Seyval Blanc.
Okay, because I was going to say it has a sweet nose to it.
It has a sweet nose.
So
it's very spicy.
Oh, spicy!
It's got Thanksgiving written all over it.
Oh.
It loves that kind of
turkey,
food. Turkey,
cranberries,
anything that's got herbs and things in it just pairs well with. I mean,
so stock up on this.
I love the nose. The nose is just amazing.
So light, but good right now. Good drinking for summer.
Yeah, it is. It's past Traminettes can be kind of heavy. This is not. It's lighter, fruitier, and I obviously it won over the judges because it won best white in state. So
wow, yes, very easy drinking. Again, we were just coming off of crazy hot days, and now we're talking about it cooling down a bit. But it's already almost August, Chuck. So November's right around the corner. Right? November's right around the corner for us to have this ready for Thanksgiving. So stock up on it now. If you're just tuning in, Chuck Gillentine, Defiance Ridge Vineyards is where we are, and we're tasting the big winner. Not only did you get the best white wine, but also label.
The labels are these two, plus the Poppy's Vidal Blanc won best in as a Vidal. It won a gold medal also. And it paired up against our Traminette to which one was going to be the best dry white.
It's like picking your favorite kid.
And what's so cool about this, John Shillington was my father-in-law for many years, and he died a few years ago. But we all called him Poppy, and he loved to trout fish, and this is him trout fishing down at Rockbridge.
Look at that.
And it won the People's Choice Award for
best label.
Yep.
Again, we're talking about all these incredible awards that they just won. Governor's Cup in Columbia, Missouri. When was that? Was it just a couple of weeks ago, or just this past?
It was last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Okay, so last week.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 19 out of 19 awards, but the label, and we've been mentioning this over the last couple of weeks. This is your latest. This is the 1897 label.
Yep.
And then this is what? This is the Norton.
That's the Norton, and that won the best label by the judges. Yeah.
And this is new.
That's new. It's a cool label.
It is, absolutely.
It really is a cool label.
So for someone who has never had, because you just mentioned that this is a blend of Gewürztraminer and...
It's a cross blend for the grape. The grape is called Traminette.
Okay.
But you really get the Gewürztraminer in it heavily.
Yes. The nose for sure, and then the initial taste.
Nose is great.
And then what was the other one that it's with? Gewürztraminer and Seyval Blanc. Okay. So... if they want something now and they're not waiting for Thanksgiving meal, what else? He's aerating, by the way, when you hear me do that. What else would you pair that with right now?
I would pair it
for the rest of summer
with Thai food, with any kind of
Thai food
that are just, it's not too hot and spicy. It's a great food for.
So if we go to a Thai restaurant, don't ask for a level 5 or a 10.
No, I think it's just normal Thai food. It will work well with. And also some Mexican food.
I was just going to ask about Mexican.
Yeah.
Mexican
maybe not
Thai
as
food.
good as Vignoles, but it would work with it. When we're wine pairing for our farmhouse dinners.
Right. What would you do with this?
Oh, it's always a go-to when you've got something that's a little bit different in your food flavor profile. When you've got an herb in some dish that maybe gives it a different kick or flavor, you'll find that a wine like this works well with it.
Jenny just said such a beautiful winery. She's been here, such a great, beautiful winery. Love the labels that they have. Yes, thanks. But you've got to come and see the new ones, Jenny, if you haven't been here recently. So the Traminette, again, if you're just tuning in, we were just talking about all the wonderful awards that they've had. They know what they're doing here. And then this is the poppies?
Yeah. And
now this is a way different nose.
He would love this wine.
Poppy to you. I remember saying how sorry I was when that happened. This is to Poppy.
Yep.
If you're a trout fisher, you're going to love that label.
And it will go with trout, big time. It's
with your trout board.
It would go great with our trout board.
Oh, this is so good. And you know what? I've gone away from white wines and went big into reds, but when it's as hot as it is here in St. Louis, my husband always says, you want to go later and go, okay, we're sitting out and it's like 100 degrees. Don't drink red, Monica.
Drink
this is outstanding.
This is very clean.
God, it's hard to pick, though, Chuck, between the two of them.
It was great to see they won their best in the varietal, the Vidal Blanc and the poppies and the Traminette for the Katie's Traminette, named after Katie Trail.
After the Katie Trail, absolutely. Mark Lallement, good afternoon to you. Michelle, good afternoon to you. You know, if you haven't been here, I want to show you this video that was put together that shows you what you've been missing out on. So take a look at this for a second. There you go. That's a view for you and why you need to come here with your family, your friends throughout the summer. But you're open. This is what my mom's like. Keep stressing that because people need to remember when it gets into the colder weather and into the winter that you're open. And you've got this gorgeous fireplace behind us. Several, actually.
We have 2 fireplaces, and we just put in over the winter these walls, retractable walls. And if you had been here with the older walls, I mean, they did their job, but they were very hard to maintain and very hard to temperature maintain. These new walls are fantastic.
They are, and you keep building on. So if let's say, Chuck, somebody hasn't been here in a year or 2 years, what is new that you've had on the premises?
The C pad, we call it, down by the new kitchen, which is new also. The A pad was put in, a few years back, but this pad was put in a couple years ago. Our next big venture will be, and we're beginning to work on our thoughts on putting an event barn behind the lake.
That's what I thought you had mentioned.
And we've started discussions, and it's going to take a while, but we'll get it done.
And then you changed their names.
Shits and Giggles.
Shits and Giggles.
They got out again about a week and a half
They
ago.
did?
But we got them back the same day. We have a great neighbor down the street that somehow she ended up in her yard. And
they're swans, by the way.
Yeah, they're and they don't fly. They
but they run
out
off.
How to get underneath fences and all kinds of stuff.
So your neighbors say, "Hey, come get your swan." Hey, come get your dog.
First, they were in another pond, but they didn't stay there but overnight, and then they wandered on Defiance Road.
Oh no!
You know where that church is next?
Yes,
they were.
That's where. Oh my gosh! Can you imagine? You're sitting there having coffee. Hey, there's a swan outside. It belongs to Defiance Ridge.
Well, they're earning their names.
Shits and Giggles.
These shits and double.
It was and double shit. It was Augusta and Defiance, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. That's what we started with, but that didn't do it justice. No. So, I get every once in a while someone say something about, I can't believe you named them that. And I'm going, it's just a name.
It's just a name. Come on, they're just having fun. We're talking about all the different wines. And so if you go to the website, this is what you can do. For a lot of people, if you are thinking, hey, I'm on my way home and I'd like to try that Traminette, or I'd like to try the Norton, or I'd like to try the poppies, whatever, I want you to come in and tell us what's your favorite, and maybe do the tastings, because that's always an opportunity for you to taste several things and then say, oh, I really love this one. And then maybe sit down, enjoy the music, and get some great food, and enjoy a nice bottle of wine with some family and friends.
What's really cool with the labels, as I'm looking at them, we're very fortunate to have, as part of our investor team, a young woman who's a fantastic plein air artist. Allison Lopp, and she does a great job. She and a friend, Cindy Summers, we work together and putting labels together. And believe me, this is something that I am not into. They make my job with this part of it very easy. And,
well, yeah. Tell her fantastic job, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's great that they take a photo like this was painted by my picture
The
kind of
poppies
started
one?
by my son, and we gave we just said do something with
Do your magic.
She had a picture of him, and Allison painted it, and Cindy put it together, and
yeah,
they're a good team. So.
Well, congrats again, everybody doing a wonderful job and obviously getting the notoriety that they deserve. If you just now tuned in, we were talking earlier about all the different awards, getting the best white wine in the state. They put up 19 wines, got 19 awards out of that, golds and silvers, the label getting notoriety. And then for everyone that's looking at, okay, hey, can you give us a sneak peek into anything exciting that's maybe coming a little bit into later this year or into 2025? What would that be?
We're still doing our farmhouse dinners. In fact, we have one a week from next Wednesday, and it's going to be some of our Missouri Reserve wines. So we're going to go back to the library wines, some older vignoles in Norton, and then in August, the 21st of August, the 31st of July is the first farmhouse there.
Okay,
and then we have one on August 21st. It's going to be more of some high end, our new label wines. Then in September, our friend Tony Tomato.
I love him.
We're working with him on that menu. In fact, I put together the menu this morning and I shot it over to him, and he told me his mouth was watering. So
already he doesn't want to wait.
It's going to be nice. And then we're going to try to do in October a really cool a sit down dinner, country style. With our award wines, and we'll have ribs and fried chicken and all that kind of good stuff, and so you serve yourself at the table.
So more of a community, become really big,
and we haven't done that in quite a while. So that's the October plan. And as we get into the year, next year we'll do our trivia nights again.
Those are so big.
We're building back our wedding business, and the concerts have just been amazing. Hoping to work out something with Mr. Wainwright on coming to town. We've had some discussions, preliminary discussions, with maybe next spring putting together a date.
Okay, I have to be a part of that one.
Well, he's
somehow.
He could have been here in September, but we just couldn't do it with all the weddings, and so we're going to work on a date for next spring, and I'm looking forward to that.
He is. I tell you what. We're talking about Adam Wainwright, by the way. Yeah. He is such a class act. When he came into Fox, first of all, he's just so tall.
He is
and come walking down the hallway, and he was just so kind to everyone, because you never know, right? Yep. You have in your head what you hope someone would be like, an athlete, a celebrity. He is as true can be. He's so down to earth. And so for all of you that missed him playing in Major League Baseball, now he's got this passion and love, and it's not just like, hey, I'm singing karaoke. He is so good.
He's good.
Yes, and he's been playing all over the place, so that would be so cool. All right, well, we'll stay in touch with Chuck on that one.
Hopefully we'll get that on the books sometime in the next few months.
Well, that'll sell like that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, you'll be pushing down to 94.
We won't battle against July 4th like we had to.
No, right. Yes. But thank you all, by the way, for coming out.
And Ruby's cutting her first single.
She is. I didn't know if you heard.
Yeah, I
yes. Heard. We're talking about Ruby Lee. So I hope you had a chance to see her here. If not, you missed out on a great concert. She is a phenomenal artist. Have you been paying attention to her posts, by the way?
My wife has.
So I'm leaving here to go personal train her. And then tomorrow at lunchtime, training again, because she knows I'm leaving to go to Cabo. And then her Grand Ole Opry performance is August 2nd.
Wow,
so she came to me and said, will you train me? And realistically, about how much weight could I get off before the Grand Ole Opry performance? And I said, you tell me what you want to lose. And she said, is 15 pounds even feasible? And I said, in this time to this time? Absolutely. So guess what? She's already lost 9.
Wow.
Yes. If you look at pictures of her before and after, you can see when someone's not eating the best or not eating clean, you work out, you cycle and run and everything. It's important to be clean. And
it is.
when I looked at her picture before, you could see the inflammation in the food. And then now my husband even commented, she came to the house last night and he's like, "You're looking good, kid." You can see her face is trimming out. She's got her waist is trimming out. I'm so proud of her. Yes. I mean, just a beautiful kid inside and out, but it's fun for her to, at 17, already say, I got to take my life back.
Good for her.
Yes. So again, these are the type of performers that he's bringing here. Some really big names. Who else do you have for the rest of the summer and into the fall that you think is big? That's like a big draw.
We'll go to the website and look. We have like 5 more concerts, I think, or
before
6.
You wrap up.
Yeah, all the way through. We don't have one this Friday night.
Okay.
But then every Friday night to the end of August is open with concerts.
Yeah, go to DefianceRidgeVineyards.com.
And John Hughes, they're next Friday.
Next Friday?
Yeah.
And so
we're getting up to about 500 tickets sold on that.
Good.
We'll probably I would think we'll sell out on that one.
Did you have and it's a band that I had not heard of, the Big Rigs here?
Big Rigs coming up.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they're in August. Yes.
Okay, yeah. I was looking at that. Big Rigs has a big draw. Did you have Platinum Rock Legends here?
Platinum Rock is coming up.
They're coming up. So there's 2 that I know that are big draws.
I
have to do my job, right? I'm doing my job to look at who you have. So Platinum Rock Legends, if you're a big fan of them, Big Rigs again coming up as well. But look at the calendar, pick the music that fits you, and then we always talk about again how great the food is. How many people do you have that just come here and pick something up on their way home for dinner and maybe get a bottle of wine? What percentage would you say?
Not much.
Not a lot. But I want to make that a thing.
No, it is. I mean, for locals, it happens.
Yeah.
And normally it's the same probably group of people that do it. And
we want to get some more doing it. I just want you to think of that.
Some businesses, people call in lunch orders and come pick up. Our good friend Joey Brazel does the same thing. He sends his daughter over and
it's just another way, I'm big, obviously, into supporting your local businesses. So if you're around the area and you think, oh yeah, that's a great idea, let me call and pick up lunch. And then afterwards, if you want to grab a bottle of wine, instead of running to the store, I want you to come up here because you can grab a bottle and then take it home and have a nice dinner with barbecue or whatever you're doing, because now the weather's actually starting to get gorgeous. I can't believe in July we're starting to get like fall-like weather, but not complaining at all, right? Not at all.
We know it's not over yet, but still.
No, we haven't gotten to August.
Mid-July is usually the hottest time of the year.
Which it was just a couple days ago.
Oh, no kidding.
But that's
brutal.
We always talk about we have to have the ebb and flow of life, right? The hard rain that we had yesterday, we didn't want to deal with the flooding, but now we're reaping the rewards of the cool weather.
It seems like to me that temperatures always average out.
Yeah, over the place.
And we always had, we had a very mild winter again.
Yep.
So you would think we'd have a mild summer to keep everything even, but who knows?
Mark says, looks nice there. Where are you live from? Mark, we are at Defiance Ridge Vineyards. So if you haven't been here, Mark, we'd love to see you. Yeah, we are actually in the room where a lot of people will do their weddings and stuff, right? And you've had bands in here.
We have in the wintertime, in fact, Sunday, Roger Nienhuis played in
here.
Yeah, but it was just too brutally hot.
Yes.
So, anytime our gauge is 90, when it's 90 and over, we have the music inside.
Oh, okay. And you've had also, what do you call it, sip and shops? Sip and
shop, but we're not doing as much as that. It's just kind of gone away slowly.
Yeah.
It was popular for a long time, and I think maybe the person running it just has too much on her plate right now. She works for another event center and very busy. So
you've done, I know we did it. These pictures popped up a long, long time ago. Do you do any type of like yoga out by the vineyards?
We do it a couple times a year. It's just according when Kathy's around, and she bases herself at Sedona now. So so when she still owns the spa in Augusta.
Halcyon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We were just there.
She'll when she's in town for a while, she'll get together a class.
You have Merlot here?
Yes, we do.
So we should do motivation and Merlot.
Well,
that's a new segment we should do.
Well, we have a lot of people interested in
motivational speaking engagements.
Well, I'm just talking about in yoga and stuff.
Well, we could maybe do because people are big on retreats, but maybe Kathy and I could hold something. What do you think, everybody? Kathy and I could do like a yoga. I could do motivational speaking. We could do what would we pair with yoga? What's a good wine with yoga? Probably something white.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Do you have a Y wine? Do you have a wine that starts with Y or a label that starts with Y? Anything you can think of? No?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll think about that one. But we could do motivation and Merlot. I think it's a new thing we could start here.
Trying to think of what's
It's like Monica's nuts.
Hey, you're always thinking.
I am. That is what my mind flies. All right, well, cheers to you. Let's see, who else? Shits and Giggles.
I'm always thinking about trying to put food and wine together.
Yes,
so
he's going to do that part, and I'm going to come up with the creativity side. Everybody's laughing at Shits and Giggles. Yes, because they're brats. Everyone's brats. Saying congratulations to you. Let's see. Mark. Oh, somebody's in California watching. Well, hello to there. Yes, Ruby Lee, we do love you. Love your winery. So many great wines and food choices. She just came after watching you on our show. Okay, congratulations on your awards. Are they open weekday evenings for dinner?
Thursday night.
There you go. So we've been talking about some of the wonderful farmhouse dinners they have. You need to come out to those as well. Michelle, thank you, by the way. See, she already hashtag Merlot motivation. I'm telling you, we are manifesting it.
She's on it.
It's happening.
Oh,
it's happening. All right, we're going to do double. Cheers to you.
Okay.
Cheers to all of you. And come and get these award-winning wines. Again, the ones we have shown, if you want to come and say, all right, this is the one I saw.
You got to try this Traminette. It's very interesting.
It's the gold label, or it's the gold winner it's the white wine winner of the state, the best.
Best dry white in the state.
Katie Traminette, that's this one. And then we showed Poppies. This is a 2023, by the way.
That's a double gold, because it's the best.
Double gold.
Yeah, it's the best, and it's varietal in its class. Okay,
so Poppies, and again, and because of the label as well, as we mentioned, and then this label, which is one of their brand new ones we've been talking about for the last couple of months, $18.97. Come get this, try it out. The Norton. I love the fact that he's given us some breaking news that you haven't heard, which is the possibility of growing the Norton here at the vineyards, and then possibly Adam Wainwright coming in spring. So you never know what we're going to tell you about.
We're working on it.
It's happening. Manifest it, Chuck.
We're working on
Manifest it. All right. Cheers to you. Cheers to everyone.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. And if there's anything, oh, wait, what? I don't know what that is. Carrie's putting some Y things out there, trying to get that with yoga, I'm guessing. For those of you that have not come, check it out. DefianceRidgeVineyards.com. Check out their wines, check out their food, check out the upcoming music they have, and just come and support those that support us. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll be back, not next Wednesday, but the last Wednesday, which is when your farmhouse dinner is.
That's right.
July 31st, our last Wednesday of the month. We'll be back with you, and enjoy a little Wet Your Whistle Wednesday.
Thank you.